We are tonight's entertainment.
Hey guys, Randomz here. So here we are. We're gonna watch Across the Spider-Verse. The first was Into the Spider-Verse. So have you guys seen the first film?
No, I haven't seen the first one.
Yes, I have.
Seen it, vaguely remember. Diving into this one, allegedly movie of the year.
That's what they say.
I haven't seen the reviews. I try to keep that after. But we're a bit late. Well, if you're new, we don't really do movie reviews, but here and there. But we're doing this one, so I think I'm gonna walk out with the 8, solid 8. What do you guys think? What are you gonna walk out with?
Just by the reviews and everyone, what they're saying, I'm expecting a 9, 9.5.
Yeah, same here. I'm expecting
maybe
like
10
a 9 or a 10 around there.
Wow, 10.
Yeah.
Okay, I think with these little reviews we do, none of us had a 10. Maybe Marco had 10 on Black Adam. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, we did Black Adam.
So far, no. Who knows? Maybe this would be the first one I rated the 10.
We'll
Who
see.
knows?
So
Yeah.
villain of this is what, 2099 Spider-Man?
Yeah, I think so.
The first one had a Kingpin, but also had little side villains. Was it Doc Ock's daughter?
Yep. Olivia.
So you think there'll be side villains in this one?
Probably.
Who knows?
For
Yeah.
sure.
So we'll see. I mean, people are always doing cameos and stuff. I'm probably gonna expect maybe Tobey Maguire voices of Spider-Man. I mean, what type of Spider-Man can show up? What do you think?
I'm expecting Andrew Garfield's.
Andrew
Spider-Man.
Garfield.
Same here.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what they do. So 9.5 or 10s for these guys. 8.
knows?
Think
Yeah.
solid 8. And we'll let you know. We'll come back after we watch Across the Spider-Verse. All right, guys. We just got back from watching Across the Spider-Verse. So it's Into the Spider-Verse, and then Across the Spider-Verse. This is where we talk spoilers. You might want to click off now. Here we go with the spoilers. And then coming up, what was it? Into, Across, Beyond.
Beyond.
Beyond. They teased us with that. We didn't see if there's a second end credits, but we just went with that. So we'll go from head to toe. Where do we start? There's a lot of stuff talking in the film.
Yeah, there's.
We'll start. I almost thought it was more Gwen than Miles, in my opinion, from the start. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, because they had like the like the opening scene before the titles. Title,
Yeah,
it was all just Gwen, and then you had because that was the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
I'll tell you,
Gwen focused.
tons of art. I like the beginning with the drums, and just a ton of color. The art. 10, I'll tell you, 10 out of 10. The art and all this
The visuals,
animation.
yeah, it was
the
great.
animation, I'll say, better than the first film. What do you say?
Yeah, I would say so.
100%.
For sure.
And I love the when there's like an epic moments. Like I love the animation of it.
Yeah, they'll do like stuff like in comics.
Yeah.
They'll say "pow" on the screen and all
Yeah.
that. It was pretty cool. But one thing I liked, I don't know if they did it for Gwen, but like before they go into an act, it shows the whole bunch of comics, then it shows Gwen. I don't think it did that.
Well, for a lot of characters, it does like saying, kind of like it gives like a little backstory, and like it drops in like the comic book saying.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
So it was Miles went to Miles, then it went to what's his name from the Indian Spider-Man.
Ooh, yeah.
I forgot his name. That's what I was trying to think. What his name was.
Because you had him and the guitarist, the rock star.
Yeah,
his name Hobie.
I just know
Hobby.
Spider-Punk,
I have no
Hobby,
idea.
right?
maybe. But I think we're going a little too ahead. Let's talk about the villain. I thought this was just a little mini side villain, but he turned into the big villain. What's his
Spot?
name? Spot.
Yeah, Spot.
He was pretty cool. I have to rewatch the first film because he said, "You made me." He threw that bagel at him. I thought it was just no one.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
he was someone big.
Yeah,
I guess.
same here.
Yeah, because I guess because the collider and exploding, he became Spot because I think he was just like a regular scientist, and he had like this big chemical reaction to the explosion, and he became this
I'm assuming that happened in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
They showed the little
because
flashback.
I never watched it, but I'm assuming that happened in the beginning of the movie.
But when it comes to I thought Spot was a little side villain, but he wasn't. But there was a side villain in Gwen, and it was Reptile. You know Reptile?
You mean?
That's her Reptile in that universe.
The Peter Parker though, because that was Peter Parker. Remember?
Oh yeah.
And then
Forgot
she,
about
I
that
guess,
twist.
inadvertently, I guess
Found out. Yeah.
killed Peter.
Too late. And then that goes into the whole, you killed my son, or you killed your brother.
No,
Or what was it?
No, because it was her friend, and her
called
dad.
her dad.
Thought she was, she murdered him.
Oh yeah.
That's why she like left for months and joined their team.
So we had her act, then we go to I think it was to Miles.
Yeah, and you
After
see Miles in school.
kind of catch up on stuff.
You see him,
while
like-
fighting Spot.
Yeah, he like at first he didn't take the Spot guy seriously, saying there's another side villain.
Yeah.
I think important. Like I can beat you in like a minute or two, because he's all in a hurry to get to school to go to the counselor's office. But then we see how it progresses and how the villain becomes more than
I don't know, this guy went from
took
side
him
character
for granted.
from side villain to freaking seeing the next movie, or half of this movie and then into the next movie.
Yeah.
Then after Spider-Man, who's the next act? They don't cut the.
No.
I think she comes back to visit him. Gwen
yeah,
comes back.
She comes back.
His little mission, he follows her. She failed to look at Spot or something like that, and he upgraded himself. And
yeah,
then,
she went, and then he went invisible. She went to his Spot's apartment, and then Miles, went with her into the portal, into the new
the Indian Spider-Man, who is my favorite.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just say who's your favorite Spider-Man in all this film? There's tons of them. Who's your favorite?
Dude, I love 2099.
He goes hard. We'll
Yeah,
get
Indian
to
Spider-Man for sure.
really nice. Well, who did Indian Spider-Man?
Yeah.
He was my favorite, and
I like Hobby too.
He is my favorite until Spider-Punk came on. He was cool. I was a little pissed off because you get Gwen's part, Miles Morales gets that little comic and into his act. Then you get the same thing for this Indian Spider-Man, but Punk, homeboy just comes out of nowhere. They don't give him an act. I was a little pissed, but he was cool.
They do.
No, they didn't do the same with he just comes out of nowhere to stop the Blob when they're all there on that purple screen and they can't get through it.
Yeah.
And he comes out of nowhere with the guitar.
You sure they don't give him like a mini
No,
like
they
backstory how he comes like?
I was a little pissed, but he's my favorite. But second place, Indian Spider-Man, he was sick. Then
I like the guitar Spider-Man also.
yeah, that's him. I think Spider-Punk they call him.
Spider-Punk, yeah.
You should.
And
yeah.
Like
Are
how
we
they did
talking-
the thing of the meme.
No, you're right.
The
I was thinking of
yeah,
Hobby.
we'll get to that. There's tons of cameos, tons of jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
tons of
I
jokes,
was
yeah.
thinking, I don't know if I said it in the first phase of this video, but if the classic Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, there's like a couple of stilts and images from the movie,
Yeah, there is.
but there wasn't no voice actor, I think.
No, I mean same for Andrew Garfield. You should see like their face.
He gets a bit of a moment.
and you
there.
see like the Uncle Ben's like deaf or like little frames around them.
Yeah, tons of those. Tons of cameos. You had maybe the first one was James Jonah Jameson. I think that's his name.
Yeah. What's the actor's name?
Yeah, I forget his name. Yeah. But it pops up, but I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
Tons of cameos. Lego Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be a bigger role, but he wasn't.
No, but he did alert Miguel.
Oh yeah, and he said, "You're my favorite," or something like that. That was crazy. Lego Spider-Man.
Also, they did a little cameo to the Venom universe.
Yeah, I never seen Venom,
The
but
woman over the counter at the store. That's
was crazy.
I believe it's a Venom reference.
T-Rex Spider-Man,
yeah.
Cowboy Spider-Man,
Yeah.
T-Rex Spider-Man.
Cat Spider-Man.
The
There's a ton.
Yeah, the VR. You know how the girl playing VR.
Oh yeah, she's like in this,
Yeah.
but she's not really in it. I don't know. Tons of cameos.
Yeah, everywhere.
Mhm.
I can't think of the next act, but one of the hardest. Tell them the hard moment. Just go like badass moment.
For me personally, the whole when Miguel explains to Miles the whole canon situation and how one certain event can break and cause disruption in all different universes, and how all Spider-Man, have like this set path like they have to follow, like their destiny wise, like in terms of like their Uncle Ben's dying, the police chief's dying, and how if that's broken, it can affect thousands or millions of different timelines of
Yeah.
Spider-Man. So that for me was a really good revelation, and I really enjoyed that part.
Well, the lore. Well, what about that hard part where it says that welcome sign?
Yeah, for me, like I said, the visuals in this movie were insane. I mean, visuals were everything, color, everything. But there's a specific scene.
Yeah, but
And
fights. Pretty cool.
I think they showed it a couple of times, but it's where you see Miguel's character, Spider-Man 2099, and he's on top of this like roof, maybe like
At
a
night.
hotel, and it's at night, and there's a red welcome sign, and it's just glowing off his like character, and he himself is just glowing red, and I just thought that was a beautiful scene.
Yeah, it was pretty. That stuck out. I guess we'll say. So, is that your favorite scene? We'll say favorite
Well,
scene.
I was gonna say there's another scene where you see him like when he comes out the portal after like Miles escapes, you know, and then they're trying to chase after him, and when he like portals into another universe, you see him like walking on like in this roof, and that's where the famous, I believe that's a reference to the famous meme.
Yeah.
Of where you like you see like Spider-Man walking on a roof, and you see like a helicopter like coming down and like blowing up.
Oh
That's
yeah,
like
that,
video
from the
games.
game.
Yeah.
There was some Spider-Man, video game Spider-Mans in this too. I remember his Miles' friend, he was playing, he's like, you writing an essay? He's like, yeah, this is part of writing an essay. He was playing PS5 Spider-Man, I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw the Atari of Spider-Man.
The Atari Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say they also have a poster of Sun, which is like a famous football player for the Tottenham Spurs. So
I'll tell you, this will probably be a long video because there's just tons of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
But what about your favorite scene, Kevin?
I just like the scene that they show all the Spider-Mans from the different universe. And it's, you know, it's, I'm pretty sure that everyone's saying the same topic also.
yeah, I mean, I would say that portion when he does finally get into like the realm of all the Spider-Mans, to the point where he eventually leaves. That's honestly, that's all like just really good stuff. I mean,
I'll tell you.
Like, lots of reference for sure, and I like the reference that I've seen from the old
just
Spider-Mans,
I don't know. It's honestly, it's kind of mind-blowing seeing all that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, all the Spider-Mans in one place, and just I don't know, just it's kind of
Yeah, it's mind-blowing, it's amazing. But let me tell you two things before I got to rapid fire these two things before I forget. Miguel, the 2099 Spider-Man, with three things. One, he's not wrong. I think he's right. This has to happen, but Miles is going to go against it.
Mm-hmm.
Hot take. And then there's one thing he does one time, but he never did it. Maybe in the next movie. He has like someone, and he's about to like vampire them. Like he's about to eat them or some shit.
Yeah.
But he got stopped.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, whoa. I was like, huh? But maybe he'll do that later.
I would say
It's kind of weird.
I would say one thing I would say is that since Miles has the power to, you know, go invisible, why couldn't he go invisible earlier when they were chasing him, all the Spider-Mans?
That's true. I was thinking so many Spider-Man, but he had time to talk to Peter Parker for like 10 minutes. Like,
Yeah,
there's no
but
tracking Spider-Man.
That was kind of a sidebar because, you know, he.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Invisible. I don't know. We're all over the place here, but I'll tell you my favorite scene. Maybe it has to do with all the Spider-Mans there, but when they're chasing him down, that was sick. All of them getting creative in different ways of trying to capture Miles. It was really sick. That was my favorite, hands down. Best scene right there when
Yeah, for sure.
they're all trying to chase him down. Best laugh. I didn't laugh. I didn't really maybe smile.
No,
I'm a hard audience,
Mm-hmm.
but the best one was probably Miguel's like, Spider-Man, catch Miles. And like, which one he's talking about?
Oh yeah, and they all
That's
point at each other like a famous meme.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that was good. Catch Spider-Man,
famous meme.
and they all just point.
You guys' favorite funny moment?
There were a couple of funny like jokes in there that actually
Top funny
that I
moment.
chuckled at. One from the top of my head is when they're one of Spider-Man's like sitting down on like his couch, and he's like his therapist, and he's asking like,
yeah.
and the Spider-Man's like telling him like his past trauma, and the therapist's like, let me guess, your uncle died.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes too. Yeah.
I was like, come on, bro, we didn't know this
Yeah,
happened.
it was a little a little funny part, but
That was your top funny scene?
Yeah, that's one of my top funny
Well, there's
scenes,
other, like-
especially the meme part when the pointing thing.
Yeah, that was nice.
They just like, I don't know why they just like
Yeah,
want to
but-
do that.
there's a couple of scenes where I liked a lot humor-wise.
I guess the next best action scene, best fight. I guess it kind of counts. Spider-Man's chasing him as an action scene. What other action scenes were there?
I guess like the funny part about the fight scene when he fought the I forgot the name.
Spot?
The Spot,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, it was like the humor
That
of
was
that,
good.
and also
He would like, I think Spot would like try to kick, but
Yeah.
then he kicks himself or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Attempts to punch, but
I didn't understand that at first, but then when I thought about it, I understood a bit more. I guess he had accidentally kicked himself into like another dimension or another
yeah,
universe.
himself, his
So
dimension, I don't know.
himself, yeah. So basically, his boss is basically his like ability to transport or teleport into another universe
yeah.
or a timeline.
We're really all over the place with and this battery's pretty low, so we'll try to wrap it up. We said our favorite scenes, laughs, favorite Spider-Man again, one more time. 2099.
Yeah, for sure.
Your favorite
I
Spider-Man?
like Miles too a lot,
Oh, yeah.
but 29.
The Indian one.
the Indian
Yeah,
one.
the Indian one.
And then punk rock or
And
spider rock.
Yeah.
And then, in my opinion, what about cons? I would say
Cons.
kind of dragged a couple times. This suffers from I forget what other film does it. I think Batman Begins, and Christopher Nolan,
Yeah.
his first one, where we kind of needed subtitles. I could barely hear them at times,
Yeah.
and especially with the British accent of Spider-Punk, I could like barely
Yeah.
make out what he said.
I don't know if that's a movie issue or maybe a theater issue, but yeah, sometimes
I felt
the audio wasn't too clear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
kind of hard to hear sometimes.
Because they'll talk like I couldn't even. Come on, dude. So when it comes to, I guess we'll if we have anything to talk through this, we'll do it. But we'll just jump to the score.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know I go last, so one of you go first.
Hmm.
What is your score on this film? Across? Oh no. Yeah, Across.
I'm gonna
I
give it
can
an 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
Do you want to say why 8.5?
Well, since it's one of my first movie I watched of that kind of
Miles
franchise. I just like the. It's a fun movie to watch. Yeah. But it's not like I'll probably will forget in the next few days. Like it's not memorable for me. That's just me.
Okay.
But overall, it's a fun movie, and you know, I think I'll give the 8.5. It's accurate for me.
Alright, so you came in 10 or 9.5, but left with the 8.5. Abel, he said the same thing, so that's what
Yeah.
Abel said.
Yeah, I mean, I love this movie from top to bottom. I love the characters, love the story, the visuals were amazing. Loved everything about it. Thought, the music behind it, they just all worked. I went in with a 9, maybe 9.5. Honestly, I might have to give this a 10. I think it might be my favorite movie of the year.
Wow.
Really?
And honestly, it might be the best movie I've seen in theaters in years. I just really love this movie. I was kind of sad when you see to be continued part came up, but it just left me wanting more. And whenever the next one comes out, I'll be here first day to watch it. Yeah, it was absolutely joy to watch, and yeah, it was was an amazing movie, and it's definitely probably one of the greatest comic book movies I've seen ever, I would say.
Better than what would you rate the first one?
I thought it was a solid 8, maybe 8.5. This is definitely a 10, in my opinion. A 10 for sure.
My take, I'm torn between two numbers. I stick to one number. I don't do the point whatever, but I think I'll give it 8, but it barely gets the 8. Barely gets the 8. If I did point, I'd do like 7.9, but I'll give you the 8. Like we already said what we had to say, but I just gotta say one Spider-Man. He was kind of a kid Spider-Man, and they let him talk. Was he like from a PBS Kids Spider-Man or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, huh, they included even the cartoon little kid Spider-Mans in this one too. That was kind of cool. But it was nice. And only con, couple like dragging moments, couple like it felt kind of filler. I feel like there's more storytelling than action. I love action, but you gotta have good story too. I'll give you that. But solid 8. The other film, hot take, I think the first film's better than this one. I think it's better. Just the overall movie, better. This is like a part 2. It's kind of a half, but they had to put it in half for the next film. But that next film, they just prepared everything. So I guess the next film's gonna be all those Spider-Mans. Not all of them, because the ones in the headquarters.
Yeah, we don't know.
The ones in the headquarters are against this Miles Morales.
Yeah.
But the ones he gathered.
You saw the team at the end of who's
that team is gonna help Miles.
With Gwen and Peter Porker and the VR girl, and then Peter Parker, with the baby.
Looks like they're gonna be teaming up.
So
something
8,
big.
8, 10. For the first time in all of our reviews, he gave the first 10.
Yeah.
But maybe Marco with Black Adam, I don't know about that.
Well,
An 8.5.
yeah, I do
So-
want to add up to the 8.5, my review. I haven't seen the first film. I'm assuming that I will give it a 9 if I know how the storyline is going to be, and you know, I really like the movie.
Yeah.
Just need to watch the first film and then get to know the story, and eventually I'll probably like it a lot more.
Yeah, I guarantee I'll watch.
Mm-hmm.
But leave us what you guys think in the comments down below. We're gonna end it off here. If you have any other things you want to talk about this movie, let us know. And when it comes to other movies in the future, Abe will you know, off camera talk to me. And this battery's gonna die any second. But there's like some lineups. I guess he convinced me for Flash. I'll do Flash. Barbie, Mission Impossible. I don't know if I'll get Barbie, but we'll see. A couple others. So I think you'll see a couple more movie reviews in the future. So that about ends it. If you guys want to talk more about this film, down in the comments down below. And we'll see you guys in the future videos to come. Peace out.